G'day guys, welcome to the mailbag preview for Flemington headquarters. We're back. We've got Drew,
Welcome.
Walshy, and we've also just heard, just as we were about to go to air, that Drew's betting on and a religious watcher of Love Island.
Well, not betting on, I'm going to say. It was Big Brother, I'd be betting on it, but Love Island, no. I'll pass on that.
But you're watching it.
I hope we've got the R rating because it's fucking concerning that Drew's even, like, it just blows my mind that you'd waste your time and energy to give yourself a brain aneurysm watching that shit.
Oh, it's still better than being a Saints supporter and watching your own team play, I guess.
Like,
He's a Carlton
I know.
supporter.
oh, it's just as bad. I saw
I'd say
it come
so.
on my TV and I was contemplating throwing the TV out the window
Ooh.
and not
You-
worried about
I
it.
would have had a little bit on you watching Love Island.
Oh, me watching it? No.
You'd like reality TV, wouldn't you?
I like the fishing
Yeah,
shows.
there's a cat.
Sometimes
The
they
cat.
What, fishing with ET?
Oh no! Sometimes they had these, like the fishing comp shows where that's probably not reality.
Oh, yeah,
it's,
A&E, yeah.
it's just like sport. No, reality TV shits me to tears. It's not reality.
What do you watch?
What do I watch? I watch Netflix more than anything, and usually a bit of Pornhub. Netflix and Pornhub get me through.
So, moving on from that,
And I go to the movies quite a bit too. We get
No,
gold
I
class
don't know what
tickets.
kind of sort.
We get gold class tickets with our power bill. That's a good win.
You've always got an angle, eh?
You've got to get something out of the wash up. And I claim it back on tax because I've got a home office.
so the boys, you're at Flemington on Saturday, Pete's at Belmont, Rob's at Randwick, so looking forward to a big weekend.
Yeah, and I will just say, I've done a fair bit of work for the show, but not as much as normal, because I went to Cranbourne today. It was a big car.
How'd that go?
I sent out one movers bet, wired, which was 4s into fucking 3s in like 3 minutes since I sent it. It wasn't because we backed it, but like we got it perfect, the timing.
Yeah, and then
After it paraded.
10 seconds, it was 1,001.
Yeah, but it was a good day, personally.
I want to know who's the person who's seen it in play and said, this thing's legless, let's
It was quick.
account
It was
job."
quick
Yeah.
because I had a fair crack at it. Obviously,
It
like,
missed
it was
the-
It was by
There's
10
also
times
that,
the
yeah.
biggest like pre-race bet I'd had. I was mainly chipping away and play all day on the other races when I couldn't find an angle, and I tried to get some of it out just straight away because you wanted to be forward and on the rail,
Yeah.
which is where I thought it'd be. And then when the money came, I thought it's definitely going to get to that spot, but it didn't, and I tried to get out of it, a fair bit of it out, and it was all gone. So I got a button that. So it started 3s. I got a button that lays to $4.
Yep.
And I didn't get one lay on. So some smart fuck was quicker than me.
Someone's cleaned up.
It shot its hand. Like it's equivalent of a footballer doing a hamstring. It's just as soon as it come out, it's cast. Something's not right.
They happen, I guess.
Right, what do we got here, Drew?
So who won the Casebook Cup last week?
It must have been a smart operator.
Oh,
Well, how fat was it? He's won a shitload on track.
No,
You
I haven't won
should've
a
You're more betting than bookmaking.
I haven't won a shitload. I've just found El Paso
You've
at
won a
big odds.
shitload. You
I've-
backed El Paso and Pacadali.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple others.
Just,
Yeah.
you were killing
There's a
it.
couple. We were back Rialto come out as a market.
Oh, Rialto, you had a Rialto up $2. Everyone else was $2.30 because you didn't want to touch it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I know, but why would you?
Look, there's not much turnover. If I had those results on Melbourne Cup Day, I don't know when I'd come home. But yeah, it's the middle of winter, but it was a handy little day. So hopefully I can keep adding and building the empire.
so you just kept on ticking over, kept looking at your balance.
Oh, don't understand that. We went down the Groves in a hotel for steaks afterwards. That's a grouse joint for steaks.
Nice.
You were out heavy on the piss, weren't you? You kept messaging me.
Yeah, I did. I got home about 3 o'clock, which is
We haven't done a review show, actually.
look. Anyway, I had a few
I
beers.
was
so
fuming on Saturday night.
What
I reckon it was a
from?
pretty hard day,
Yeah.
and I was level unit wise after the 7th, and I stripped the last 2 races. You know, I just fucking zigging on shit as ag.
Ashwell was 63 kilos in the last.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so I had something on National too. Only small.
You did have a fat one.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope this preview show is as fat as last
So
week's.
who owes me a slab?
I'll get the name and I'll message it and get them to actually contact you directly.
Oh yeah, we'll work something out. But it's imperative they contact me because then they get a shitload of merch as well, don't
Exactly, yeah. So just on that, had Lee, who won I think 2 weeks ago, messaged me on I think Monday. He said, "Look, Thanks so much for putting all this together. It's made my day. He was totally blown away by the amount of Betfair merch that he got sent out. So thanks to the guys at Betfair. And
They have got some really good merch at the moment, but
oh, yeah.
I was talking to Dicko about it, but Betfair's like, I think they had a show on SBS or ABC, it was like the Undateables. Betfair caters for the unbettables.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd
basically.
love some feedback from everyone who watches. If anyone can believe, which I do not, that Walshy watches even knows what fucking number the ABC is.
Yeah, well, I don't mind actually watching the news channel either during the day sometimes if I'm at home. Like,
Bit of question time.
no, not questioning.
Order!
I'm an anarchist. I'm not worried about the order in the parliament. But no, yeah, Betfair is the betting for the unbettables, and it can give, or you can get on if it's there. It's a liquid market. You can get on, and and there's a bit of merch floating around for
Mate, I tell you, it's the most liquid market for Eurovision.
Drew, shut
That's
up.
on SBS.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care what it's on. We're not fucking talking about Eurovision.
Like the World Cup.
So yeah, so anyway, whoever you find out who.
God, I hope England don't win the World Cup.
Oh, yeah, no one's...
I've got to go there in 2 or 3 weeks.
That'd be grouse.
Oh, I won't.
Yeah,
I fucking hate Poms when they win shit.
Well, they smashed us in the cricket.
Yeah, that's not good, but we didn't have a team.
What'd they do?
Smashed us in
Oh,
the
it was a
cricket.
shitty one day out.
It was 5 of them. They smashed us in.
We pumped them in the tests.
Oh, no, I really fear for cricket in
They're like
Australia.
barrier trolls, those one days. They're irrelevant.
Right, so what else we got here? And
You've been obviously just trying to get around with no card, but I've heard you've had a little bit of help out from
I've had
old
a-
mate Scotty Williams.
Scotty Williams at Scott Switch. He's a supporter of the show.
He's a great man.
He's a supporter of having a few beers at carnivals.
He ruined me at Warrnambool.
Oh,
He's a long-time greyhound punter, football, whole collegians, the whole works down at Warrnambool. But Scotty's got a good business. He looks after people, insurance jobs, high cards for insurance jobs.
He's straight onto us when we smashed the cow.
No, well, we contacted him, but I rang him up and I said, look, mate, I need a car. Missus has gone to work. Don't know if Uber or public transport's going to suit me that well. He said, no worries.
Too good for
We don't have, no, not too good for public transport. I might get something bad might happen to me. So yeah, basically he said, mate, don't worry about that. Truck pulled up, dropped off a Pathfinder with a tow bar. I said, what do you need a tow bar for?
A truck drove to you?
Yeah, truck drove it to me. Tow bar for the boat.
What?
Yeah, I said, I need a tow bar. My car had a tow bar. Insurance pays for it. Get me a tow bar. So
That little Mondeo towed a boat.
yeah, we wanted a big boat. And anyway, yeah, so you pick the car up in the truck, all good. Send the invoice to the insurance. But if anyone's in the same situation of smashing cows with Mondeos, feel free to get in contact with Scotty. But it was a great service, and
Is it a Victorian only operation?
he's got Tullamarine and Warrnambool. I think they can do it anywhere. There's dropping off cars anywhere from Warrnambool to Tullamarine, along the way, Colac, Geelong, Terrain Camperdown, Ballarat.
anywhere where cows are.
Oh, well, they don't have to be cows. Like, I'm
Oh,
sure
enough
you can
about the cows.
run into a dump truck or basically just hit a pole pissed or something like that. Like
Righto,
this kind of
anything
stuff.
else we got to do, Druzy?
Nah, straight into it.
Well, let's start
Flemington race
talking about the
one.
horses.
1,600 metres, 3-year-old open handicap.
Firstly, I think the track will play pretty evenly on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's quite a mystery on Thursday night as to the rain and wind we're going to get, particularly the rain. And
It looks windy on the radar, and rain could be anywhere between 2 and 8 millimetres.
yeah,
between now and then.
so we don't know what we're going to get.
Yeah.
So it's hard to predict.
And forecast rain during the day on Saturday.
I'm
too.
sort of just doing mine for a goodish track.
Yeah.
Because I think if there's not a heap of rain with the wind that's been around the last few days, it won't be too wet.
I'm hoping for a slow 5 just for me pocket
Yeah.
with a bit of give. That's what I'm hoping for. But if it could be a good 3. It could be.
Yeah, and
It could be a heavy 8.
I think if it does remain a good sort of fair track, it'll be really even on Saturday. It'll be good.
Perfect. So yes, race 1, 1,600 metres, 3-year-old open handicap. Mintha 230, Pageantry 440, Think Diamond $7, Casa de Lago 750, El Gange.
El Ganjay.
Oh, Gagny.
Gagny?
Gagny.
Ah, that sounds right. I've heard that before. $9.
El Gagme.
And
Oh,
yeah,
Gagme.
Oh, Gagme. I think we've had a joke about that before.
you probably have. And longer the rest. What are you boys doing? Race 1.
It's a very, very tricky race. I think Mintha's too short. I think it'll win though. But I don't want to touch 230. Casa del Lago was really good, but it SP'd huge.
Yeah.
It does get a positive jockey change, although I do rate
Billy Egan.
who's the boy? Yeah, Billy Egan. But Mickey D's flying. Ice Girl, can't have Ice Girl. I'd happily pen Pageantry if it wasn't with Weir. It's a fucking scary race to start.
Happy to bet into this race. Very happy to bet. Mintha is absolute rock bottom. And even on the replays, I just can't. It's going to have to improve to win. Al Gagny gets a very easy lead with the rail in the true position, which may be suitable. I think Al Gagny's got a really good hope. Think Diamonds was probably the best run out of the Moonee Valley form, and that was the Mintha race as well. So I'll be playing around Al Gagny and Think Diamonds in the first. Casa de Lago I like, but it's short enough. Pageantry hit the line very well, but 17 starts, 1 win. It's had plenty of tries. I suppose a few of them had plenty of tries, but definitely happy to get up Mintha at any price under $3.
I kind of agree, but Gagny has an SP enormous beat Mintha last start, and it's going to be a completely different race. Like that track at Moonee Valley was very, very tricky.
There's no...
And tough. So if he gets onto a nice, soft, nice, firm track, Mintha might jump out of the ground here. But I agree, 230's wrong.
Rock bottom. But Al Gagny, there's not a hell of a lot of pace in this race, and it probably gets... It may just pinch the race, and especially if at this time of the day, no one's really going to know. And when the rail has been true, I go back to the Australia Cup meetings when Humidor won it and that sort of stuff. There's 2 or 3 meetings in a row there where against the fence was just red hot. I'm just concerned that the inside protected ground may be the place to go. I'm not entirely sure, but look, a lot of us agree that Mintha is rock bottom at 230.
But I still think it probably wins. So that's what I don't want to bet, but I don't want to bet on anything else either.
Well, I'm happy to go with Al Gagny and Think Diamonds.
I'd be betting that the broadcast team mentions Craig Williams and the Metro Premiership about 2 times in the 5 minutes leading up to the race.
Oh, it's just enthralling stuff, isn't it? Fuck me. What about, like... No, I won't say that.
Race 2.
Race 2, 2,000 metres, open handicap. You've got 60s Groove at $1.70, very short. Second Bullet, $7. Did some handy work during the week, I believe. Grand Dreamer, $7.50.
Which is that, Drew?
Second Bullet. Brigadier, $8, and Bondiga, $13, longer the rest.
I think this will be a tactical race. Hopefully quite genuine with Brigadier.
Yeah.
Good tempo. Second Bullet's overs. 60s Groove is poisonous odds. If it was different stable, it would be exact same lead-up runs. It would be $4.
And not an international. Look, that international form that Query, it's shortened it up, I reckon.
They go real quick. I really want to be with Kalani Kid here each way. I think it's the really big run price. Gets to its right trip. It's been hitting the line good enough. Typical that he'll have one in the market that's moral and the other thing wins, just like last week with Mantastic.
Do you think they'll back it early, or do you think we wait for a price? Because I'm kind of agreeing on Kalani Kid. I think it's,
Well, I don't know how much you're about to get on now, but
yeah.
If you're watching and you can, I'd start taking $31. Like it's $31's here.
Is there any $31 left?
No, it's into 26s now.
I was going to say, I copped a bit of 34s, or I found a way to get something on, only small.
Yeah.
You haven't been... Kalani Kid's had 2 hurdle trials.
Yep.
The second of which probably freshened it up a bit. It's not a bad thing.
It's a great thing. Stayers that have those hurdle trials.
In this type of race, the UK stayers come over here with hurdle for what Max Dynamite.
It's $26 everywhere, mate.
Yeah. If you get an odds boost, and that's something you'd be having $20 or $30 on if that's available to you, because that'll push it out a bit. I'm with Kalani Kid now. If this track is slow or heavy, Grand Dreamer is an each way moral on a slow or heavy, especially on a heavy ground. If this track is a slow 7 or worse, Grand Dreamer is just absolutely massive overs.
That Pakadali form.
It was the run of the race at Swan Hill in the cow paddock, as was.
Yeah.
The Swan Hill form stacked up a bit out of the Swan Hill Cup. You've had Silence come out of it, Pakadali come out of it.
D-Lane gets on.
D-Lane's on, which is a big improvement. Like Grand Dreamer is just massive overs. If it's got a bit of give in the ground, I really want to be on Grand Dreamer. So I've backed both Grand Dreamer and Kalani Kid pre-post, which I don't do a hell of a lot of pre-post betting because I just can't get on.
Yeah.
But you know,
this is why you keep burning your accounts out.
Well, I've only got accounts in my name.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
I'll drink to that.
60 screws rock bottom. I'm happy to put the rest in.
It is, isn't it?
The 60 screws rock bottom, but can win.
Oh, 100%.
It's got a big rap coming out of Warrnambool, which I've heard from my spies down there. But yeah, $1.70 leave me out.
I'm really just that Brigadier thing absolutely scares me because that stable and just when they're sending him to town, the Cape Waters.
The one last started in the Valley, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's already been in town. It stole the race. It was incompetent riding behind it. It SP poor or real bad.
Yeah.
Happy to just ignore it.
Okay.
And if they walk, it's another thing I do and run. If they are walking, just have a bit on it.
Exactly.
Limit your strip if it pisses in again.
Yeah, agree on that.
I don't think I did last time, and I think I walked. But
It's like, do you remember that thing?
They were going 13.5 sections, I reckon.
Yeah.
We were there together that day,
Yeah.
weren't we?
Yeah. They were going
Friends.
really slow. Flemington race 3, 1400 metres, open handicap.
Mares.
Miles of Krishan 340, Hussey's Glow $4, Sharing 550, Miss Gunpowder 650, Moon Lover 750, and Longer the Rest double figures.
I think fucking Brave taking 330. Or what price is Miles Christian?
340.
340. Miles Christian Fred on. Fuck. Moon Lover's ready to win. Hussey's Glow is going great. Mickey D on, tick. I think Sharing's overs at $6. I think it'll start shorter than that. I think this is a really good race to bet into. You just want to watch them parade and pick them apart.
Miss Gunpowder has a class edge on this field.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like that's what I'm saying. It's $7.
And it goes from Al King to Craig Williams, but it does carry 60. I'm aware of that. But 1400 metres, if it was 1200 metres, I wouldn't worry about the weight. But I'm with Miss Gunpowder here. Miles of Christian, yes, comes into the race.
I think Miles of Christian and Miss Gunpowder will be real suited if they don't go too quick, which they might not. Because there's not a lot of pressure.
No. Well, Miss Gunpowder's coming back to Mayor's class, and it's running those group races in Adelaide, and it's been very creditable against Aussie's Choice and Chamois Road. I'd give a little chance to the Mitch Beer runner at Barrier 1, Dreams of Paris. It was good, got going late. It's probably the overs. There is plenty of chances, but bookmaking-wise, I'll be keeping 1 and 7.
Yeah, I'd just mention, I think Miss Gunpowder, the stable, obviously, I like this stable. I think they have the horse going really well. I think the step back in class is needed for it here, so it may actually be suited. But tough race.
What about the beard growth from Druzy?
Yeah, I might have to get rid of Dye. I'm not liking the grey.
Number two.
Own the grey.
Number 2 on the sides, 4 on the top, and and Bush from ear to ear.
I know what's going on.
Funny doing.
Race 4, Silver Bowl Series Final, 600 metres, 3-year-olds, Druzy, prices.
How do I say the first one? Lewis?
Gallows.
Yeah, it's a tough
Is
one.
it a Greek
Gaulois.
scholar or something like
Yeah,
that?
it has to be, yeah. $4.40. Mount Kilcoy, $4.60. Remember the name, $4.80. That horse just keeps winning. Mr. Moneybags, $5. Elite Drake, $9.50. And double figures the rest.
I know how much Walshy loves his chows, so what are you doing with Hoystar?
Look, I love eating chow food. Just because I get my haircut at the chows.
No, I meant the trainer.
Like, you just take the piss. I shouldn't be saying anything, but like, it's Peter Chow bloody bets with the old man. He's alright.
He's big too, isn't he?
Yeah, I've told you that last week. I don't know what your fascination with is. I hope he comes up and punches you in the face in the mountain yard. You won't get
Why
up.
have I been rude to him at all?
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by your opinions on him.
No, you're not. You're taking the piss because I said I went to the chows and got a haircut. Right? What'd you get for tea, chow? Like,
I find your casual racism
it's not
fascinating.
casual racism. They cook good food. They give good haircuts. Ask Nick Heathcote. He reckons he's sleep. But look, right, you're getting off topic now. Mount Kilcoy was a massive run last start. It got buffeted in the straight. It's in its first prep. It will improve. It should clearly be favourite for mine. and I'm happy to back that each way. Remember the name keeps on winning, and it's hard to knock it.
Yeah.
But I think Mount Kilcoy's got more improvement in it than Remember the Name. Peter Chow's horse, Hostar, was desperately unlucky in the run last start and is the value of the race.
You're kidding me.
If you watch the replay, you can see it doesn't get rolling late and it runs through the line after looking up arseholes in the run. Like you two arseholes beside me. So I'm really happy to back Mount Kilcoy and have something small on Hostar. Hostar.
Alright, what race? Race 4.
It's race 4, mate. If you've done the form, you'd know.
I've done the form. I'm rattled by Chow talk.
You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, I agree. Mount Kilcoy is a big Mountie Yard horse. It could be an enormous bet. I think it's the one to beat. If we can get each way odds and it parades well, I'm really keen to back it. Remember the Name is flying. Moneybags has won its race. I think that'll probably be it for it. It does go well. Flemington, a Jai, tick, tick, tick. Sort of happy to pen from 6 down, including Hoystar for... I'm keen Mount Kilcoy is the best horse here and will be the best horse, and just want to make sure it's still parading like it wants to be racing and it hasn't had enough.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've got nothing to say about the race. I don't want to be betting there. I think it's really even.
Or haircuts or food or anything else like that. Massages, yeah.
I don't know how you got to that. Let's get this remotely,
next level.
Remotely like PG. Race 5, Taj Rossi Series Final, 1600 metres for 2-year-olds.
Good and fast. Go back to the massages. 310.
Oh, no.
Goldie Fox,
bang,
380. Pendicel, $6. Scottish Road, $8.50.
Jiggy jig.
I don't know if we can put this to air.
$9. We can. British medium, $11, and look at the rest.
There's no like legitimate racism ever on the show.
Of course not. What are you doing here? It's a fairly open market. You've got these still 2-year-olds realistically. They're almost 3, but still maturing.
I think pretty hard to knock good and fast, isn't it?
Oh, there's only 2 possible chances in this race.
Gonna get a really nice run.
Yeah.
Parade's like it's still sweet and wants to be there. I think it's
It should be bloody
near moral.
$2.50, $3, millions the rest.
Yeah. Scottish Rogue, been up for a while, British Medium leads. Pedicil, Ink Slinger, Nero, Chin Chin. Chin Chin's is a good joint.
It is.
Whitmore.
I don't like chin chins. I don't like the clientele they get in there. People like you, beards and stuff.
You don't like because it's like expensive Asian food.
I go to Coco's when I'm flying.
What's that?
Yeah, see, you wouldn't even know. Exactly. I'm absolutely trucking. You get into Coco's, you fill up, and don't get hassled. Don't get stuck on a table next to everyone, all these bloody hipsters and people like that.
There's no one wears Tommy Hilfiger and Chin Chin still though.
I'm not really sure, mate, because they sit me down, you know. Oh, Chin Chin's probably alright, but I went to that Kong. I hated Kong. They stuck me on a table with a couple of bloody left-wing greenies. Almost. That's what I just like, hadn't shaved their armpits. No good.
What? Blokes?
No, Sheila's. Summertime. Anyway, racing 2 for me. Scottish. Good and fast and Goldie Fox. I hope Goldie Fox wins for Nath Bennett himself. He's a good bloke.
So no
I'd be shocked if the Corsons have a winner on a Saturday. They're really struggling at the moment.
Yeah.
Good and fast and really keen to have I'll probably have a little bit on soon, I think. I'll do a little bit more on the race, but it looks the one, surely. It maps perfectly. It looks like it'll be good speed. There's 4 horses that aren't going to get in, so 2 of them, one of them will go forward, make a good amount of tempo here. Parades well, could be moral.
And hit that line so well last time.
Yeah.
It's wanting the 1600.
Yeah, it's the sort of horse you want to be stepping up and trip.
I think Goldie Fox hit the line bloody well too. You blokes.
Yeah, Goldie Fox is in a stable that doesn't have many winners on Saturdays. So when I'm trying to price
I
a
know
race,
what he's trying to say. I don't pen Liam Corsons ever.
I'll pen Troy if I have to.
Right up. Well, we haven't disagreed, but
we have here. Moving on.
Race 6. Deirdre Patterson Series Final.
2,600 metres.
2,600.
Lycurgus has come up $4 favourite. Swackadelic $6.50. Falago $8. Big Hammer $8. Choicer $8.50. High Church $9. Grey Line $9.50. Longer the rest. Crafty Cruiser $81.
Crafty Cruiser lead, Walshy? I think I've got it leading.
No.
It's gone 12. What's it going to do?
I don't know where they'll land, but at some stage before 1,000 metres out, Choicer will hit the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, the map's there, but Choicer will be the one that'll burn the pace into the race. I really hope that common sense prevails and she just goes straight to the top, Kate Walters. Doesn't do what she did last start. She hooked it back and dug her heels in like that, and then just let it loose. Like, let it go from the start and then get it right. Because if you haven't realised, I'm with Choicer here. It's both its last couple of starts, it's gone through the line. It looked absolutely shot to pieces last start after going around him, but still kept on finding the line. It could get a really easy lead here.
It's quite an impressive prep. I remember backing this horse at Pakenham or Cranbourne.
They've got them flying. They're absolutely flying the stable. You
People
couldn't take it on.
People don't actually realise Wayne Walters was a really big, good money trainer when he first arrived from New Zealand. Like, it's not in our age group, but prior to, we used to be able to get them really up and going. I hope Kate sits on this properly. That's more to the point. Just don't do what you did last start. Do what you did the start before. Just go straight to the top.
Well, I think if she lets it roll, it'll expose a lot of these horses.
Yeah.
And I think she will let it roll. I think Craft Cruiser will go forward as well, because it's a sort of trainer from that gate. He's going to go either last or first. And there's some jumpers here, so you want to go forward, surely. Keen to win on High Church and Grey Line. The two sort of best horses map the best here for me. But biggest result is number 13, Zabia. From 5.
Unsuited last start, the way they run the race. It'll be running on from the back.
Nifty Noel on, he'll give it every opportunity.
I'm with Choicer.
And if she rides it how you want it, it's going to really open up.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't like the barrier and the weight increase for Lycurgus. I'm happy to put this in.
I'm penning it I'm not penning it. I'm against it off the map, and it's stepping up again. Falago and Swackadelic are the two others I'll be tempted to sort of
Grey Line
be
will
scared
improve.
off the race by.
Grey Line's it's fourth run in.
Yeah.
So it will improve. It ran in Geelong Cup and was favourite when it first came over. They touted this horse as a fair dinkum Melbourne Cup chance. Obviously it's not, but in this grade it should be suited. You're forgetting the horse, which is La Corbett. Positive jockey change on.
Yeah.
Ledgy Ledge, Michael Wood. Yeah, he'll be able to rock and roll along. He'll sit closer to him in the run, and the horse will run for him over the distance. So, I'm with 5, with 2 and 8 the other hopes, and I'm happy to put everything else in the market in, especially Lycurgus. When you're talking about pace, Lanier is the leader, but I don't think Flemington
you don't know with that horse if they lead or they.
Yeah, they like to take a sit type.
I agree. Stevie Basteron suggested we'll go forward, but you remember when we were at Pakenham and we backed it?
Yeah.
They went forward. The next start, they hooked it.
Yeah.
So you're just not sure what they're going to do. I'm not.
Lay Lycurgus, bet around Choicer, Grey Lion, and La Corbett for me. Not bet around.
I like Choicer, and I think if they do go to the lead, you'll be able to get a good low price in play.
Yeah.
To get out at least. Race 7, down the straight, 1,200 metres. Nature Strip, $1.40. Sunquin, $10. Belsonic, $11. Order of Command, $13. Longer the rest. It's open to $1.60, indoor $1.40 Nature Strip. Probably open at the right price. $1.60. Couldn't bet $1.40 now.
Oh no, I just felt which beer was warmer and gave it to Dicko.
You reckon I'm
Bit of an upgrade from the VBs.
Oh, I don't know if it's an upgrade. They're only 1.1 standard drinks.
We knocked it.
Take your skirt off, Drew. I like that bloke where he goes, it's 20 to 8 in the morning, drinking schooners. King Browns.
All right, I don't want to back Nature Strip at $1.40. I'm interested around $1.65. It's obviously the best horse here. It is not going to get this as easy as it got the last race. There's good speed here. There are horses that'll be all around it and taking it on. Lael will be forward. Sun Queen will go forward. They'll be right next to it, if not in front of it. I am someone, if the fence is the right place to be, is a bet here for me.
Yep.
It'll get ignored. I mean, you can run a good race.
Will it drift out from the 19s?
Yeah, they'll all drift. I mean, just about. They'll come for like 1 or 2. Which they are, I'm not sure yet. I don't think horses like Belsonic and Spirit of Aquata are up to this, but if they go too quick, it'll all change.
Belsonic pen job though, coming off some negatives. My number one.
Yeah.
I thought this thing's going to win the Everest. It should be $1.10, shouldn't it?
No, it probably wins, but...
I want something
one thing I will say is if you think it's like too short at $1.40, you think it's $1.50, $1.60, $1.70, whatever you decide it is, it does not make it good value at $1.40 to then put it in a multi.
No.
Yeah.
So, like I used to do it when I was a kid. Yeah, I'm not touching that by that price, but I put it in a multi.
I used to take.
It's fucking
used to
fundamentally
take
flawed thinking. You can't if you think it's unders, it doesn't change anything. Putting it in a multi.
100% it doesn't. Multis where those plastics make all their money, all the exotics.
Plastics, you love plastics.
Well, that's what they are. They're plastics.
And I'd say the same thing is just because you've got it marked $1.50, $1.60 and $1.40, you don't need to be laying it. Like if you think this is a genuine horse that is a serious winning chance.
Oh no, I agree with
I
that.
don't think you. There are races where you shouldn't.
I'm not gonna.
I'll be itching to lay the fuck out of it tomorrow on Saturday.
I'm not gonna
If
lie.
it gets to $1.35 or something, and I see one little thing in the yard that I don't like.
Of course, that's if you see something. I'm more saying right now with no information, I'd be sitting back and watching it go.
It's not going to take a lot of money for this thing to be like wing swords.
No, it won't. But it might not take much ability to win like Winks either. Like you got to take this out of it. It's been with the bloke who inherited horses off Smurden, who has been going terribly, without doubt, and now it's gone to a bloke who improves horses from Waller. So you just don't know
How does he do that?
Well, that's what we don't know. It's the magical waters of Warrnambool, or the magic dirt Barring up near Swan Hill, or the joinies. He's got his new thing, or the sand track at Ballarat.
Something's going on.
Yeah, but that's what if he had this horse from the start, like it might be, it's 8, 5 and 2 at the moment, right? Yeah. It could be 8 and 7 or something like that. Like I picked this horse out when it won at Mornington. It had Michael Poyer aboard when he was green as grass. The horse was green as grass, and
was this that horse when it was 6 wide?
It has got ability. I can't. I've been with this horse a lot of times, and it's been good to me. I can't go against it here. And if it produces anything like it produced last start, it will brain these horses. It was untouched going to the line.
All right, what do you think of this? Last start, it had everything perfect. It got to the best part of the Flemington straight. It was just left alone to ease through its gears, not hassled. It's obviously got a few problems
Still
in
some
the head.
serious gears though.
Okay, so yeah, 100%. But it had everything went perfect.
Yeah, we agree on that.
Why is it not going to happen this time?
Because there's speed horses in this race.
Yeah, but you only got San Quan and...
Lael will go forward. Double Jeopardy went forward.
Yeah. But
Double Jeopardy was as good a run as Ducimus, which they hooked last time against this.
But D-Lane's on it. D-Line's on it. They'll be trying their heart.
I'd rather it was drawn 10 or 1.
Oh, no, I don't want to draw on 1, but
I'd rather... 100%.
The odds are short, relative, but still I just do not want to play in this race because Sun Quan I backed it around second, got ran down by William Thomas, I reckon,
Yeah.
It
at
was,
Caulfield.
Is that the Bucks?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I am someone. Paul Pruska's a very good trainer, but Barrier 1, we'll know if Barrier 1's any good by now too.
Yeah, exactly.
Barrier 1 could be absolutely shot, so all of a sudden this, puts his horse behind the 8 ball, but I completely agree. Anyone saying, it's too short, I'll put in a multi. If it's too short to back, don't back it. It's just simple.
And if Barrier 1, if you think that if we think the fence is off by now, it's a concern, big concern, because it's going to end up buried.
Yeah, I marked them Nature Strip on top. with I Am Someone and then query Sun Quan, but we shouldn't be wasting that much time. I hope Nature Strip wins for racing. I hope they sit there and go, geez, this horse is absolutely flying. And then I mentioned that the horses that have nominated so far for the Everest were just ordinary in my book. If they want to make it a good race, we want these up-and-coming sprinters coming through and people wanting to come to the races to watch them. So let's hope it wins for horse racing. And the footy's just started here, so Dicko's...
I thought Tigrita was the one to run a hole.
Anyway...
Race 8,
Race
600 metres, Winter Championship final. Drew prices.
This
is a fat race.
440. Magic Console $6. Morton's Folk $7. Mossendale $8. Silence $8.50. Cool Chap $10. Along with the rest, which includes Dark Eyes. What are you doing here?
This map is really, really tricky. I think Aussie's Choice will lead. Dark Eyes rolls forward. Mossendale forward-ish. Cast. Chamois Roads cast. Sadaka cast. Jack and Obey, Mahoney nice runs. Ribeye nice run. Turn around nice spot. Rhythm to Spare could even be cast. Magic Console forward. Don't know how it gets in. Cool Chap gets a nice run. Light of My Veins okay. Kaching or Impulse, don't know where they land. I think that what that means is it should be really, really good tempo here. Really good race. And small plays, I'm keen. Provided it's a fair track, I'll probably bet before I even know this, but Amavasio and Galaxy Raider I think are the wrong price. They could go real quick here. These horses are ready. Galaxy Raider has not been at top yet in the yard so far this prep. Really rate Graham Begg, reckon it'll be spot on Saturday. I think it'll get its day in the sun. $23, probably bigger now. What is it, Drew?
I just watched that footy. It's not going to call it that.
Galaxy Raiders $26.
Yeah, $26, small play each way, probably it. Something Camavasio.
I'm happy to... if Aussie Choice leads these and leads them like it did, it nearly broke the track record 2 starts back. It will really... If it leads hard, it might burn a fair few of these off. We go through... I'm happy to pen all these 8-year-olds, 7 and 8-year-olds, and a 10-year-old and Jack and Obey. Like, they're old horses. They've got no improvement left in them, and they're past their best. I mean, I probably shouldn't say they're past. Magic Console ran a career best.
I was about to say Magic Console.
But it's still an 8-year-old. It's drawing poorly. I don't know where it's going to end up.
Very often a horse will run like somehow
out of its skin. Be flat.
And will not back it up.
Yeah, well, Aussie's Choice may have ran out of its skin and then...
And it's I feel like it's priced in this race off its best ever run.
Which one?
Last start, Magic Console.
I don't think Magic Console's there where it is.
And I'm a massive Magic Console man.
If this is an on-pace bias, Aussie Choice really comes into it hard. Cool Chap is hard and fit, drawing perfectly.
Agreed.
It's got a really good show. If the tracks work like a slow 6 or 7, Morton's Fork comes into it. I also reckon Dark Eyes gets a run. It sits on pace and probably goes alright, but it's only around the $10 or $11 mark. And also Galaxy Raider are back every start. I don't know why, but it's got it sucks you in.
Don't you reckon this is if it's ever going to win a good race?
Well, they've got to be able to be running on. What
do you think the tempo will be?
Well, if the tempo's hot, Aussie's Choice runs and wins. But if I had a match race between Silence and Galaxy Raider, I think Silence would beat it. Like, you know what I mean? If they...
I don't have much between them, but Silence is $8, Galaxy Raider's $26.
Yeah. But if you're running, like I did say to you, I backed Silence in the run last start. I said to Dicko, I said, whichever one's in front out of Guizo and Silence will probably win. And luckily, Silence probably had the better run and did win. But I'm happy to take on these back markers. I think if Aussie's Choice goes hard, it'll be hard to beat. And if it goes hard and it's not all that good for leaders, Cool Champ will sit better.
No, I really agree with Cool Chap.
It will sit better in the run.
It was running in really, really good races in Sydney autumn.
Yeah, that's it. Like, and it will get 1,600 metres, no worries.
How many races has it won though? It doesn't win often. It's a bit of.
But it's in good races. No, it's in much better races than most of these I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I thought Royal Impulse is good odds, but just as where it maps.
To give you an idea, Drew, look at the stake money. It's won 4
Oh yeah,
races.
it's a good horse.
Yeah.
I'm not going to disagree on that. I think it's a hell of a good horse. I think it's a place bet if I'm betting it personally.
Yeah, Chamois Road was really good last start. It's got barrier 9. It's got barrier 19 and Luke
It was
Nolan.
actually the first horse I landed on.
And I know one of the
Luke Nolan
regulars.
rode that horse today though, that we almost backed. Race 3, fucking gem. He's flying.
Yeah, well, he's not a Black Caviar. Mossendale hasn't been mentioned either. Mossendale's coming back from Queensland.
Tigsy is asking Mossendale. I'm not with it. I think it's unders.
Yeah, I'm not with it either, just from the draw and bits and pieces.
Yeah, the draw.
6 and 8 on top. Chance to Morton's Fork. People don't like numbers. Aussie's Choice, Cool Chap on top. Morton's Fork next. Dark Eyes following that, and Galaxy Raider is value.
Race 9, 1200 metres, Vic Sprint final.
Man from Uncle 550, Divine Quality 550, Hell of a Street $6, Just Highfalutin $7, Le Bruin Star $7, Camden $7.50, Princeton Spirit $9.50. Longer the rest. Do we know what the issue was with Princeton Spirit last week and why it was
Well,
scrapped?
it's scary as fuck because
Yeah.
there's concussion plates on.
Yeah.
If you didn't have concussion plates and it ran sort of better times versus the day there at Moonee Valley, I'd be thinking this thing should be $4. But it's got concussion plates, and the times at Moonee Valley relative to the day weren't good.
No, it's going from a 0 to 78 to a listed race, which is a massive class rise. I'd be against it before that anyway.
I have no interest at all in betting in the race at all, because again, there is a Smurden milkshake horse here that, if right, would belt the shit out of these.
Oh, 100%.
Which one?
And I
Ability.
don't want to. I'll end up backing. I'll end up having something on it. No matter, I don't know how big that'll be, but it'll look great. Henry's horses do look good at the
How
moment.
about the Drifted had first up?
Yeah,
though?
that was when we were at Swan Hill. We still took unders and we bet with like a minute to go.
They did say it's scoped and got mucus and all the rest of it, but
Yeah,
if
they did say at the pub the night before that it was a moral.
if ability's right, it'll win, but I don't know if it is right. I'm happy to back Hell of a Street each way. It's had 2 winning trials in Tasmania, D. Oliver on. It hasn't been down the straight before, but it has had 4 starts at Flemington for 2 wins, which maybe 14 to 1600. I'm usually against these Tassie horses in particular, but this thing's proven its worth.
I thought you would have laid it.
It was $1.30 against Don Wesley. Don Wesley come over here and ran some creditable races.
Yeah.
When you talk about SPs, you know, Oh, there you go. We forgot that about Cool Chap. Cool Chap ran second to Humidor in the Blamey Stakes. Hell of a Street ran third behind them.
This is a 1200 metre race.
Yeah, it's drawn. It's got D. Oliver on. If Man from Uncle was trained by anyone else, it should be 15 to 1 on its run last
I
start.
don't think Man from Uncle likes the Flemington straight.
I just think it was pretty ordinary. And B. Thompson riding for D. Weir, I've got a query about as well. So I'm really happy to get stuck into Man from Uncle. Divine Quality was very good last start. I don't usually like mares against... This race goes against my grain, generally. I'm tipping a Tassie horse and I'm tipping a mare against the Geldings down the straight. So, I sort of hope ability just might be like... What odds ability at the moment, Drew?
Again, 12s it was.
If it's 12s into 6s, I'll be like, nah, with ability.
Yeah, 100%.
I just completely flip. Because it did have, if they've scoped it and it's got vet issues last start, but I'll be going with one on top on an each way basis. 8, if the inside's alright, I'll be keeping 8. I'll be really worried about the 2. Husson Eagle it's got a really strong sprint on it, but 1200 metres just is a little bit too far for it. So I'm happy to put in him. Canvas, you said it had bandages last start.
Yeah, but yeah.
If it's sound, he's got a hope. But yeah, really want to get stuck into Man from Uncle, and happy to lay Labu and Star as well.
Well, I'm totally.
And Princeton
I've
Spirit
done this race
as well.
deeply. I am keen to lay Hell of a Street. It's not the straight horse. It's not a 1200 metre horse. It's a Tasmanian horse. I don't think it's going to be suited at all. If I had to back one of the leaders, which I think will be Typhoon Jolie, Hell of a Street, and Princeton Spirit, I won't be losing on Typhoon Jolie at 21. It's probably bigger, and it'll probably get huge odds. It'll be hopefully down the outside fence leading. I think LaBelle and Star is right in the race. I think Just High for Luton is in the race. And I think Divine Quality, if they go quick enough, is the one that'll run over the top of them. But again, with ability in the race, I won't be betting. But if you guys want to, that's what I think.
Couldn't add anything to it. It's a tough race.
Very interesting though.
We've tipped every runner.
Well, you're hard on it. I'm hard against it.
You know, it's had 2 trials. It's what it needs. It has got the class factor. Horses run 16 runners. Wouldn't matter. You wouldn't shout if a shark bit you, mate.
What did you have for dinner? He's already had a meal before he gets home.
That's a tax deduction. You just want to write off more. You're going to make too much money this year. That's what I said I've got a nice big ribeye at home, which I bought on special from Safeway.
Safeway, not Aldi, mate.
Oh, Aldi's too far down the road.
Oh, fair enough.
And they don't have ribeye at Aldi.
Oh shit!
Yeah, right. Anyway, what else we got to do? What is the Case Bet Cup? We didn't even discuss this.
Okay, best bet. Have you done that yet? No. Best bets.
So best bets.
Mount Kilcoy each way.
Oh.
Probably only really. I don't have an exact best bet. I'd say the value on the card's probably Kalani Kid. On the each way, it's huge odds.
Galaxy Raider each way, value bet of the day, and what was early? Good and Fast, best bet of the day. Good and Fast. Race 5, number 1, Good and Fast.
I like race 6 for the Case Bet Cup personally. I think it's a nice open race.
No, definitely race 8. Race 8, mate. There's 1,000 horses.
Okay, so who do we want? Dicko, you can go first.
I'll take Galaxy Raider.
Oh well.
You take Cool Chap.
Yeah, we're not really supposed to be taking the favourites, are we?
It's $10.
Huh?
It's like 5th favourite.
Right, I'll take Cool Chap then. That's
Have a guess who I'm taking.
Ribeye.
Ribbon to spare.
Oh, yeah, he loves
Yeah.
Ribbon.
I know you mapped it terribly. It was unlucky last start.
Yeah, it's been unlucky all prep.
So get
It's
in.
a really tricky
I
map.
think you got to push this a bit. Like, the worst case is you have to buy me a slab, which is going to a good cause anyway, which I'll share with these imbeciles either side of me. But the Betfair gear.
Gaz just dropping it.
Hey?
Sorry.
The Betfair
Most inaccurate
gear is
inaccurate
good.
forward in the league's about
Yeah,
to
like as
The Betfair gear is like that comfortable.
and proper quality and warm, especially in these.
How happy is your old man?
Oh, the old man's happy as. The old man got sent. Well, if anyone knows me, old man,
He's nailed that.
there's a bit of him. So I said to the fella, I said, look, we need to send some Betfair gear to Portland, please. They said, yeah, no worries. I go, what size? I said, just get a nice big one. Anyways, the old man rang up. I bought him Christmas presents and all that, and he's like, thanks. And he's just like, oh, how good is this? Like, I go to Gazman and buy polo shirts, $60. He goes, oh, these are bloody good quality. And all that. Those puffer vests and this, that, and the other. So John Walsh Senior is just happy as a proverbial pig in shit with his Betfair gear. And he said, oh, these jackets are a bit expensive, but if you happen to win the Case Bet Cup or run last, get yourself a bit of merch.
You pay $50 if you run last, but you're actually collecting about $300 worth of merch.
Exactly. So.
And also, before we forget, Richard Green. I know you're watching.
Richie Green.
You've never seen the man walk in with such a smile on his face. His $50 that he won last week, once we collect that, will be donated to you for continue on your research for what you do.
Richie
For blokes
Green,
like Walshy, it's appreciated.
Richard Green's tweets, I like them. They make me laugh. good bloke. Looks after the team. Strong supporter of the mailbag team. Good fella.
He is. He's a good man.
Good man.
All right, anything else?
That's all. Once again, go to the website, get involved. Yard pack, $22. You'll get all 3 meetings on Saturday.
Yeah, and
Fat on Wednesday, wasn't it?
6, top of head, it's around 6 units up. It's up on the website on the results area.
Oh, it was a bit. Found the last winner at big odds and it brained him.
Went 1 by 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 is out to 990, 964 or something. Yeah.
We should have backed Sarah Schultz or whatever her name is.
Oh, we were so
She's
close to
a
sending those
trainer in
last
form.
2 as movers.
She's a trainer in form.
But they both drifted. All right, sweet. If I don't see you guys, I'll see you in a month.
See ya.